Hey Capricorn, how y'all doing? Welcome to the Crow Tarot. We're going to be doing your second half of general reading. We're going to start out with some animal energy, but of course. So let's see what is going on with Capricorns. Let's see what's going on for y'all. What is the animal energy for Capricorn? We've got the wolf here wanting to pop up. Hey, what is the animal energy for Cash, please? And thank you. Ooh, suke. So we got the eagle here. Yeah, this is, a lot going on. Eagles are clear seers. They also represent being able to move through different realms, through different planes of consciousness, astral travel. So you might be in a position where you're getting a lot of downloads or insights from spirit. Or you're seeing, if that doesn't resonate, you're just seeing things a lot more clearly than you have been previously. But, this is a bit of it's an intense energy. Okay, it's a bit of a tower energy here. This is the animal card in this deck that I associate with the tower directly in the tarot. So it's kind of like a trial by fire where you are having to see things extra clearly because of a lot of the stimulus that's going on, not just around you, but within you, right? And is it a case of external circumstances being a trigger for internal energy, or is it the other way around? Is it, things inside you internally are affecting your external given circumstances, right? I feel like it could be either or and either, whatever have you. But this is an intense energy, and you're really being called on also to take action when the time is right. That eagle's really bearing down on its focus, on its target, on its dinner, if you want to put it that way. Right? But, they're also drawing attention to the heat of the sun here. It does feel like the kitchen's real hot right now. And it's time to strike while the iron is hot, is what I just heard. Okay. Hey, guess what? I got a new deck. So I'm going to drool over this deck the entire reading probably. But there's a tarot deck called the Crow Tarot, and I did not know. We got Hierophant on the bottom here. But yes, I'm completely obsessed with this deck. Amazon recommended it, and I was like, wait a minute, this exists? We were always supposed to be together. Get over here. Let me love on you. Okay. Let's see, what's going on for Capricorns for second half of March? Please and thank you. What's going on? Wow. Okay. So we got 9 of Wands here. Feeling a bit world weary. This actually makes a lot of sense with the eagle. Remember I said how it's hot in the kitchen? And then do you see how this sun energy here, and we have like a sun energy here as well? I'm also hearing, I'm getting dove energy as well, right? It's these like leaves right here calling attention to dove energy. When in doubt, and this is a bit of a cliche, but I'm going to say it anyway. When in doubt, when you're in this energy and you're feeling any kind of inward tower moment or external tower moment, call on the dove energy, because the dove energy is that of unconditional love. If you approach something with and through love, you're going to see things more clearly because you're approaching it from your heart space, and your heart space is absolutely incapable of deception, illusion, or falsehood. Whereas our mind can work on us a bit. We can, you know what I mean? But the heart, absolutely incapable of anything but truth. So I'm getting to really connect with your heart space now during this time. You're still putting the work in. I mean, you're tired and you're weary, but you're still going, right? That crow still got what wand in the mouth. Okay. Okay, let's see what else is going on from the Capricorns. Whoa. Okay. We got a lot of cards here, and I normally would not take them all, but feeling like I should. Whoa. Okay, we got 2 sevens. Okay. We got the 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. Look at how gorgeous these are. We have the 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. So the 7 of Pentacles is waiting. Hello, waiting. Right? Trusting that the seeds you've sown will bear fruit, but not being completely sure that they will, but you's a waiting on it, right? So, this could be about you, but it could also be about someone else in your energy, because guess what else we have here? We have the Lovers, which is about choices in love. Some of you have more than one choice in love here, and that could be what is causing this 9 of Wands, this eagle energy here, right? Stay upright now. Come on now. Because we also have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the Lovers are the three cards that you got, y'all. Seriously. But I want to point something out to you. You see how the Lovers is number 6, which is the number of love, and then we have 2 sevens. And remember how I said, when in doubt, connect with the love inside of you, around you. If you need to get a hit of love off of a friend or, grandmama, mama, people, whatever, if that's what it is, if it's like, you know what, I'm having trouble really connecting with love right now because I'm very much in my head, or I'm in a place of like, is this going to last? I just heard that. Is this for real? Is this going to last? Or is this just Mercury in retrograde? And then, this is going to be gone as soon as it pops in, because I do feel like there's someone in your energy here who may be a bit, I think that you were waiting on them and now they might be waiting on you. Okay. So they might have made an offer. I tried to come back in here and you were like, oh, I'm going to shove feet. I don't know. Is this going to stick around? I'm hearing, I feel like this is a lot about you too, where it's just like, let me just hedge bets. Let me just see if this is going to continue or be a transient effect. But you're being called to strike when the iron is hot, right? Which doesn't tell me that it's necessarily a transient effect, but that it could be an opportunity that you wouldn't want to miss out on. Don't be afraid to take the risk, right? The greatest risk yields the greatest reward sometimes, right? Sometimes. This Seven of Wands coming up here, I really feel like this is something that's internal that you could be putting on yourself, or this is like a chosen energy is what I'm getting here. Okay. Be different for everyone, but this is what I'm getting. This is like a self-imposed Seven of Wands kind of internal struggle, and that's okay. That's fine, because sometimes when we have choices in love, it can feel like a struggle. And this choice in love, it could be between two different people, but it also could be between taking a risk with someone or choosing yourself and to stay with yourself right now and continue on your own road, right? You connect with your heart space to answer this question. Your mind is not going to be most helpful to you right now, okay? That's what I keep hearing, okay? You know what I keep getting, and that keeps showing me? Sometimes if you have someone around you, like, someone who's maybe a bit older, who is in a successful relationship. So this could be your parents or, Mima and Papa, or, anybody that has been in a successful relationship for a long amount of time. You could really benefit from talking to them about their own story and hear about their Seven of Wands moment, hear about their Nine of Wands moment, right? I think it might get you out of your own head and kind of contextualize for you these energies that are going on. But I think it also, you might get a hit of hope off of them, a hit of hope. Smoke that hope, smoke it right on up. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. Okay. Let's get some clarifiers. Let's get a clarifier for this Nine of Wands here. Clarifier for the Nine of Wands or my cow. Yep. What did I say? Judgment. That's what it is. These are about people, energies from the past, right? So yeah, I do, in this context anyway. So this Nine of Wands, yeah, I do feel like this is about a past situation, past person. During Mercury retrograde too, things from the past really do have a tendency to come up in really surprising ways. Seriously, like you might even have really random moments where you're upset about, what that one kid said to you in the 7th grade and how, you didn't say anything back. And now you got your answer for that kid in the 7th grade. Like sometimes it can really come around like that. And you're like, what? I don't even care about this. Why is this popping up? Well, that's the retrograde energy, okay? But there's huge gifts in this retrograde energy too, because it can allow us to get some karmic payback for things around unfinished business. Unfinished business. Definitely feels like what's going on here. Okay. But there's going to be, some beautiful, I'm hearing a newly found context or understanding of something or someone from the past. If there's especially anything that you look on in your past and you don't feel good about it, and you're like, oh, why am I even going there in my mind? I think that this might bring an opportunity for release from that and being able to view it in a different light, okay? But you could also be hearing from someone from the past too, honey. Look at that. What is that, a horn, trumpet type deal? Yep, what it is. Yeah, let's get a clarifier for the lovers here. Why don't we, though? Clarifier for the lovers. Yep, King of Swords. Okay, King of Swords. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you. I mean, this feels, for you guys, it's kind of like, okay, remember when I said that your head might not be your best friend right now? I feel like this is just echoing that. Okay, not to say that your head isn't reliable. Like we always want to use our head, but we just want to be super cognizant during this time of if our head is connected with our heart. They got to work in tandem, ideally. Do you know what I mean? It's time to work together with the head and the heart, okay? But this is truth. And, this is echoing the eagle here too. Remember how the eagle is about clear seeing, clairvoyance, being able to look in the past and in the future, right? That's what this energy is. So I think that you're in a place where you're like, listen, I want to be sure about this before I commit to anything or I make a move or I even yield a little bit because I'm right here in this Nine of Wands and I am tired. Now, I'm still willing to keep on going, okay? I might need a Red Bull. I might need several Red Bulls and an espresso, but I'm willing to keep going type deal, okay? You have all the Red Bull you need, honey. That's what it is, okay? But you're really like, it feels like this energy of like, I'm not willing to take a risk on anything or anyone, any new venture, whether this is in love, work, whatever have you, if you're not damn sure that you have all of the information and that you're getting the whole truth and nothing but the truth, okay? Okay, let's get a clarifier. I want to get a clarifier for both of these sevens, the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Can we get a clarifier for these? Oh, hello. We have Two of Wands. Yeah. So remember how I said that the Seven of Wands feels like something internal that we're doing to ourselves or that is a trigger from something in the external causing this to happen in our internal state? And then this is an energy of like waiting to see if the other shoe is going to drop or someone could be waiting on us to either take up, their offer or not. Top deal. Two of Wands is like, you know what? There's a large part of me that feels like a new direction is needed, or I just want to keep going down this path, but not really being able to do so. It doesn't really feel stuck to me per se, but it feels like there's a cause for pause. This feels like a cause for pause. And the eagle is here saying, yes, cause for pause, right? Really use your heart and head in tandem right now to discern the next best steps for you because you can't get to the Three of Wands without all the information. And we don't want any regrets. We want to say that we did everything that we could, right? Just take it from Mercury in retrograde, okay? For real though. Yeah, let's get some romance angels for y'all. Let's get some romance angels. We also have, the fire signs represented here and the earth signs in a big way. And then we have air popping up here as well. Okay, let's get a romance angels for Capricorn. Yep. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Boom. Where is that card? Oh, here it is. Nine of Wands in such a big way. Absolutely make the effort. You'd be tempted at times to give up and you have an internal tower moment. Remember I said this eagle, I connected with the tower card, right? Head and heart working in tandem. Make that effort because you don't want to have regrets, okay? Yeah, I want to get an oracle as well. Yes, I do. Let's get an oracle from a Capricorns here. A lot of this feels like you're about to cash in on a lot of good karma, especially if you're in the service of others, or even if you're in service work as a job, or even if you're been there for your friends a lot, or just a great listener, you really, put the needs of others as a high priority in some way. I feel like you're about to be paid back for that. So it's like, recognize the gift, even though it may trigger you in some ways because there's a risk involved, right? The universe is trying to pay you back for all the good that you've been putting out there. I just heard that, okay? But again, the choice is up to you, what you do. But this is a head and heart decision working together. But when in doubt, connect with that heart space, always, okay? What's the oracle for Cap? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Milky Way perspective. I want to point something out. Okay. Yep. See the two circles here? Yep. Okay. So this is about taking the bird's eye view and looking at it from an aerial perspective. We can glean a lot more information that way than if we do it up close and personal. So if you can find a balance, right, between being an air sign to, take on some of that air sign energy. I know you guys are earth signs, but don't be afraid to be an air sign right now. Look at it from the bird's eye view so you can more clearly see what in terms of what you're feeling and reacting to is about you and your own history, your own triggers, past wounds coming up, right? And what is a true reaction to the given, the external circumstances? Take that, right? Throw that in the pot. Throw a bird's eye view into the crock pot, okay? And then you're going to throw in pure heart energy, right? Into that crock pot, okay? Then you're going to add just a few dashes of effort. How far will she go with this cooking analogy? Nobody knows. And then through all of those ingredients mixed together, you will glean some much needed perspective, okay? Because it's really important. You are very much being called to really see things clearly right now. And again, it's that balance of seeing and feeling things clearly together, okay? Okay, my Capricorns, my lovely Capricorns, this was your second half of general reading. I so hope that this was of help to you. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. I would love that. Also, this was just a brief look. If this is resonating for you and when you'd like some further insights into how to navigate these energies, I am available for personal readings again. All of that info is in the About Me section. And with that being said, beautiful Capricorns, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching this. And thank you for being you. Until next time.